In the city of Toronto right now, if you're using the asking price to decide your offer, you've already lost the game. We're seeing a market where one buyer just overpaid by $120,000 for a house, while their neighbor across the street negotiated $80,000 off the list price for a similar unit. The difference isn't luck. It's knowing how to read the 4.9 months of inventory we're currently sitting on. I'll give you the exact framework to pick your offer number so you don't overpay in a city that's finally giving buyers the upper hand. According to the most recent stats, we have just under 4 months of inventory for detached houses in the city, 2 months for semi detached, and 6 months for condos. This is a shift from the multiple offers of a few years ago. But here's the catch: economic uncertainty is creating a confidence gap. Sellers are nervous and buyers are hesitant. This is exactly where your opportunity lies. If you know how to structure an offer based on today's data, you can save six figures. Before you sign the purchase agreement, we need to look at the five pillars of a Toronto offer in 2026. Comparables versus marketing prices. In Toronto, list prices are just marketing. If a house in High Park is listed at 1.2 million, is it a deal or a trap? You have to look at the city and specific neighborhood data. Right now, detached in the city averages at 1.498 million. But more importantly, look at the median price, which is at 1.21 million. If the list price is significantly below the median for that specific neighborhood, they're fishing for a bidding war. If it's above, they're aspiring to get a high number. The 65-day leverage. Our current property days on market, which is known as PDOM, is averaging at 65 days. In 2021, a house would be gone in a couple days. If you see a house at day 50, the seller is starting to feel the pressure of not getting sold. Although the house for sale might be 35 days on market, make sure to look at the listing history, as some may have been relisted multiple times. This presents a stronger opportunity for buyers. The house condition factor. Toronto is an old city. I'm talking about knob and tube wiring, lead pipes, sagging foundations. In this market, move-in ready houses get attraction, but houses needing work sit. If a home needs repairs that you can identify up front via home inspection, ask for price reduction. It's best for the buyer to do the work properly versus the seller making quick repairs just to get the deal done. For example, I was looking with clients this past weekend at a house with ice damming. I advised the clients to account for repairing the roof insulation and ventilation by getting our roofer to quote the job and deduct that from the offer price. The economic uncertainty. With Kuzma trade uncertainty and tariffs, the pool of buyers is smaller. Less buyer demand is playing into the hands of buyers who have employment security and financial stability. Seller motivation. This one question reveals a lot. How come they're selling? This is where you can find how motivated they are to sell. If you see an exact preferred closing date on the listing, this is an indicator of sellers being highly motivated to get a deal done. Communication with the selling agent can reveal a lot to the benefit of the buyer. Now, let's talk the strategy for the city's three segments. For condos, this is where buyers are in complete control. Lots of inventory, more new condos will be completed this year, investors dumping their negative cash flow condos, and buyers trying to get out of their pre-construction condos, which they can't close on. As a buyer, you can be aggressive with your offer price, especially with the smaller units. Less so with larger 2-bed or 2-bed plus den with parking. For semi-detached, we're averaging at 1.12 million with 2 months of inventory. It's in seller's territory. If you find a property that matches your criteria, go for it, since they are rare, with only 122 sold the past month. For the detached market in this city, this is a different beast. Although the stats show they dipped 4.5% last year and are averaging just under 1.5 million, there is a wide range due to location, lot size, and features. If it's in a good school area, you have a prime lot, you might still need to be or very close to asking price. But here's your advantage. Keep your inspection and financing conditions. Now, you might be asking, how do you actually do this? Here are 3 actionable steps. Look at at least 3 sales within the past 30 days. If sales or direct comparables are not frequent in the pocket, you will have to go further back to 60, 90, or maybe even 120 days. The last comparable analysis I did, I had to go back 6 months due to the exclusivity of that area. 2, money isn't everything. Some Toronto sellers are stressed about their bridge financing. If you can offer a seller's choice closing date, whether that's 30 days or 120 days, it can be worth tens of thousands of dollars in price concessions. Use your flexibility as a negotiating advantage. Third, the inspection leverage. If the inspection finds $15,000 worth of issues, ask for $15,000 of credit. Don't let the seller do the repairs, as it might be lipstick on a pig quick job. The bottom line is this. The city of Toronto is a tale of 3 markets. Buyers' territory for condos, sellers' territory for the most part in the semis niche market, and then balanced for detached properties. The days of throwing hundreds of thousands over ask are thankfully gone. If you want to see a specific 416 neighborhood breakdown where prices are dropping the fastest and where they're holding steady, reach out via the link below. And if you're thinking about making a move and want a sound plan, my contact info is in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.